everybody's viewpoint on that was.
I like Zack Snyder, so.
That's the thing, I do too. But I also like Josh Whedon.
Kind of do, but
I guess I'm going off Avengers stuff.
Going off Avengers too. I mean, I like some of the stuff, but I don't know.
Like I'll definitely say I like the first.
But it's not all Whedon on the Avengers. There's a plenty of directors.
Oh, that's true.
He's kind of like
that's
the
true.
main guy behind the big story, but the directors are actually.
Yeah, cause I like Whedon in the first Avengers. Not to cut y'all.
Yeah.
More so than I liked him in the second Avengers, and then it took me going back to watch the second Avengers to like it more.
Right.
So that kind of like put me at like okay, Whedon's okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, cinematically for sure, I love Zack Snyder's style.
Yeah. No, I mean,
he takes a lot of crap too. Just like Brian Singer used to take a lot of crap.
Yep.
He was great.
Yep.
And all that stuff. And that's why I'm going to watch the series because he's involved in it.
Oh, The Gifted?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am too.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense that they're doing reshoots just because their style of directing is so different.
Yeah.
And I think if they were to just keep going with whatever Zach had done and then Whedon had done, you would immediately be able to tell the difference. It would make a less cohesive movie.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the fact that they are reshooting it sucks because that's a lot of footage potentially that's going to waste.
Yeah.
You might get to see it in behind the scenes or something like that, but at the same time, it ultimately makes sense.
Yeah, I was reading stuff and it said the reshoots were done because of the original way the movie was done was unwatchable.
That's what I said, but that's stupid.
Yeah.
Like he's going to put together this whole movie that nobody could watch.
Mm-hmm.
It's more the crap that they said about Suicide Squad and Batman v
Exactly.
Superman.
Right.
Everybody's knocking DC because they.
Yeah.
Everybody right now is like a bunch of Marvel.
Yeah.
It's great. Marvel's great.
Yeah, Marvel is great, but that's
DC's just as.
And that's my thing. Like, I feel like if you're a comic book purist, you're gonna be like, okay, well, Marvel is good, but DC delivers in the true aspect. Like their stories on pages blow Marvel's out of the water, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Their TV shows hitting the mark. The movies, I'll say to the general populace, are hitting the mark. But to those, I don't know, nitpickers or what have you, the critics and stuff, they're never going to give DC credit because they already go in
but
like,
they go in there so far. Like I heard one critic talking about like Suicide Squad. They're like, it's not even really a movie.
And that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, it's like it has none of the parts of the movie. I mean, you put in there.
Did you not watch it?
You put in there saying it doesn't matter what happens.
Did you listen? Did you do the audio version of Suicide Squad?
Did you see pictures?
This can't be a movie. Eyes closed the entire.
Yeah, that's why because
they
all
look
of
for anything to nitpick on.
Yeah,
it
like
doesn't matter because, like you said, they always have that conception that it's not Marvel,
right?
So it's going to be bad, and then they sit there, arms folded, be like, "This sucks."
Right.
This sucks. And
Exactly.
say that the entire movie.
Yeah, and I feel like, I mean, to Marvel's credit, they do their movies geared more towards like everybody, like kids, Even though they have some cuss words, like for instance, I was watching the part in Civil War last night where they was fighting at the airport, and Ant-Man grows big. Spider-Man literally sits there and says, "Holy shit," and I'm like, that's not a family thing. Yeah. Like, any kid watching it, like, oh, Spider-Man just cussed. And he didn't just cuss, he, like, threw holy in there.
Yeah.
But it's like...
I was 5 years old, I'd be running around.
Holy. For real. You know, and I'm like... So I get, overall, I think because Marvel brings in the humor.
Right.
And, you know, that's always something good. And, I mean, I'm not knocking it. Like, I love Marvel movies just as much as I love DC. I'm just glad for the medium to get the notoriety that is getting, like, the exposure. Like, it's like comic book movies is where it's at now. Whether it's DC or Marvel, I mean, you still getting, like, I mean, it's not a comic book, but you're getting, like, Dark Tower. That's a book series. You're getting,
But then again, it was like Dark Tower. All the critics are killing that.
Yeah.
But people who actually read the books,
they love it.
They like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I read the books. I haven't seen it yet, but...
Yeah. I just read they making a or they're in talks to make a. I don't know if y'all know about these characters. It's a TV show they're gonna do based off this comic book series called Quantum and Woody. And what it is it's about these two adopted brothers. One's black, one's white. They were estranged, but their father, the black guy is his biological father, the white guy's adopted father. He was killed, but he works at like a research radioactive facility.
Yeah.
So they come together at his funeral and they go to investigate his murder. And in doing so, an explosion happens, and they both get superpowers because of it. But the catch is, they have these bands that they have to clank together every 24 hours, otherwise both of them will explode.
Huh.
So it's like a buddy cop
You gotta
vigilante.
stay
Yeah, I thought it was like the concept. I knew about it a while ago, like the book series.
Yeah.
I was like, the book series seemed like legit. Like I want to get into it, kind of like Irredeemable.
Right.
But I never got around to reading it. And then I read recently that they're trying to make it a live action TV show. I'm like, that would be a dope show.
That's kind of sweet.
So I'm like, they digging into other stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
that's cool.
I thought he said if they don't clash them together, like they lose their power. No, these jokers get a power.
They gonna die. Like if they don't clink them bands together, it's a wrap.
Hey.
So yeah, I thought it was dope.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you ever get a chance, it's a lot of like cool stories like that are now getting that kind of exposure. Like Irredeemable, they trying to do a movie of that. That's a dope concept in itself.
Right.
Y'all know about Irredeemable?
I'd never heard of it.
Bro, man, that's
The premise on the back of the book says, what if the world's greatest superhero became the world's greatest villain? So basically it's this dude, he's like the equivalent of Superman. He can do anything. And one day, not necessarily explained at first, he just starts like, he becomes evil. Like he changes his whole persona and he starts taking out pretty much the equivalent of people of the Justice League. So it's like if Superman just one day was just like, you know what, F this, I'm finna kill all these niggas. It's a story about how Superman would go around taking out every member of the Justice League. But the thing is, along with the story that's going on now, they kind of show you flashbacks of things that led up to him being the way he is now. And it's a dope story. Like I remember I read some of it first, and I put him and Brandon on it. Brandon literally read the entire series within like a week of me telling him. And was like, bro, this is the dopest thing ever. And then maybe like, how long would you say ago? Well, we found out they trying to make a movie of it now.
it was almost a year ago.
Yeah, about close to a year ago. The dude who did Ant-Man, I think
so.
He's trying to actually get a screenplay off the ground to make a movie of it. Yeah, bro, it's sick.
So he's like a Superman?
He's pretty much what you would like a Superman of that universe.
Yeah.
His level power.
Yeah, like he's. They call him the Plutonian.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Think of it like it's like Injustice, but he has no rhyme or reason, or so you think. That's
Right.
why he's doing what he's doing.
And he doesn't form a team.
Yeah, he has no
It's
team.
just him.
It's just him.
Yeah, it's just him. Like again, like Injustice, but just think of Injustice if it was just Superman against everybody.
Yeah.
Not Superman's team against everybody.
So at what point does their Batman kill him?
See, now that's the interesting thing. So far in Irredeemable, I don't think they have a Batman equivalent.
Yeah.
Does he even have a weakness?
Well, you need a Batman.
He does. I can't remember what it is.
At one point, they actually managed to slow him down.
Yeah.
But I forget exactly what it was.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it had something to do with sound.
Did it?
I feel like it did. It's been a minute since I've read it.
Same. It's in my Amazon cart to like buy the whole
buy
collection.
the whole thing. Yeah, it's like in my
I'm
wish
definitely
list.
gonna buy it. It's one of those books. It's like it's so.
You'll
dope.
read it again. It's good.
That's the thing. It's so many like other great stories out there than just what you read in just DC and Marvel. And it's like I'm just glad that other people are noticing that now, and they're like, oh yeah, we should make this into a show or a Netflix series or or a movie.
A lot of that started with like Walking Dead.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Walking